Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Texas Platinum. I got a B on my test. I'm still unemployed, but we got some recap of West Virginia, recap of college football this past week, picks and locks after the intro.
Bad luck wind been blowing on my back. I was born to bring trouble wherever I'm at. I was born in the soul of misery, and I never had me a name. They just gave me a number when I was young.
We're going to start with the West Virginia recap.
Yeah, West Virginia game. Slow start to the game.
Definitely.
After the first quarter, I was just like, oh gosh.
I was like, oh, man.
I was like, this is an upset in the brewing.
You've just seen it too many times, right?
Yeah, and their home field, I mean, the crowd was just really getting into it. And, I mean, our offense came out pretty slow, and our defense was making plays, but they were also making some incredibly stupid mistakes, too. And the whole targeting fiasco with Dicker and then BJ Foster.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Hey.
Thought we were going to lose the kicker.
Yeah,
Like,
that's happened before. I forgot what, I think it was like Army or something.
They did have
but
that. Wow.
yeah, where they it was a similar situation where a kicker was returning. Well, not returning.
You shouldn't
but
hold kickers
doing
accountable
something
for
like that.
tackling for him,
the
man.
kicker
Come on.
rule. But
Dude, like, he targeted technically, kind of, but
I feel like he targeted
yeah,
himself,
like,
dude.
he hurt himself
yeah,
more than anything.
that's what I hate about the targeting rule. Is like, even if like I thought it used to be like helmet to helmet. But now it's just like,
straight head.
just leading with your head, so you're going to penalize the person that hurt himself like that.
Yeah, I mean,
and all these running backs are lowering their head into.
they do that all the time, dude.
Yeah.
That's taught to
don't-
do that.
They don't call that on running backs. I've never seen a running back get
Like, you could
flagged.
see, like, a running back could, like, spear his way into a defender who's, like, just, like, off to the side with his helmet, and then the defender will be ejected for that. It's terrible the way, like, I mean, I get it, but, like, it's just really frustrating at times.
Yeah.
I was scared BJ Foster was gonna get himself kicked out from that first one when he hit the guy without the helmet on.
Yeah.
Dude, like,
That's
I
dumb.
mean, you gotta see, like, just don't hit the guy without his helmet.
I mean,
on.
honestly, I didn't know that was a rule now. Like, that's a new rule, apparently. The helmet comes off. Is that a new rule? I'd never
I
do
don't
that.
know. I always
What,
figured
that you
just
can't
don't
hit a
hit the
player
guy with
without
the helmet on.
Yeah.
Well, because if he wasn't
That might
down,
have-
he wasn't down, so I
Yeah.
can
He
He was
see
just
if
standing
he was
there,
just standing there
with the ball. Like,
I think the second the helmet comes off, you're
It's
considered
supposed to be.
down. So then at that point,
okay, that makes
I
sense.
just got nervous that for some reason they were gonna kick him out for it.
Yeah, I
was
thought
like,
so
oh
too.
man.
Yeah.
But, like, that's West Virginia's fault, man. Faulty equipment.
Right.
Get that tight.
Why are you doing
Get
that?
that chin strap up, man. Come on.
And then BJ gave up that touchdown catch.
Oh, that first deep
which was
ball?
incredible. I mean, that was an
Yeah,
incredible
right?
catch. Like, I thought it hit the ground when he caught it. It got bobbled, but
Yeah.
apparently
I was really
not.
surprised at that throw.
But
man.
he was covering it pretty well, and then it seemed like for 1 second, like, he, I guess, thought the ball was overthrown or underthrown because he just completely lost track of it, and then the guy made the catch, and, like, as soon as he made the catch, you could see him just be like, oh, crap. Like, I totally missed that.
Yeah,
so.
you just, like, on the replay, you could see BJ Foster's eyes just like, and they got all big when he realized
Wait
the ball
a
was
second.
behind
Yeah,
him.
I
Like,
know.
Oh, crap. Yeah.
I mean, he was there in position, but he just wasn't really aware of the ball.
Right. But then after that drive, he looked a lot better. He made one of the 4 interceptions against Austin Kendall. He basically just smashed a receiver and then caught the ball, which was great. It's nice seeing him
Like,
hit people
yeah.
again.
Deshaun Jameson's pick was obviously number 1. Like,
Two
that was
picks.
amazing.
Two picks,
yeah,
yeah.
both of them. But the one-handed one, obviously,
That was
Sports Center,
nuts.
first overall. But
Yeah.
personally, I thought that BJ Foster pick was, like, really impressive.
Yeah, to hit a guy and then still have the
Right.
wherewithal to, like, find it
Right.
in there.
Yeah, like, and then they gave us the ball, like, right in plus field
Yeah.
position. I'm pretty sure we scored. I don't remember off the
Yeah.
top of my head, but Yeah, and it was not the stretch of the game where we were down. I think we were losing, or it was tied up or something.
Yeah.
The game was very much in doubt at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all of our DBs really were making plays, and that's what we really wanted to see.
Cornerbacks look good, which I was very surprised at. I really didn't think I was going to come away from the game being like, yeah, our cornerbacks look good.
Yeah, no.
Jameson looked really solid. Cook, who I called out on the past show, he stepped up. He looked really good too. Best he's looked all season. Made some good tackles and I think a couple breakups that looked pretty good.
Yeah. Anthony Cook, he was a guy that we expected whenever he signed with Texas. Like, this guy's known for his ability to lock down receivers. Just be like a one-on-one island type guy where he can make plays on the ball. But what's standing out to me now is just his physicality. He's gotten a lot bigger. He's gotten taller, I think. And he's also gotten way more
He's
muscular.
linkier too.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know if that makes sense, but add muscle to that linkiness. But
yeah, he's got a great build.
Yeah.
And he hits, man. Like, there was a few plays where I was like, don't throw the flag. He just hit him like legally, but like it looks like he's just killing people out
I
there.
know.
He's really physical, and it's really like it feels good to see because like he started off slow and he finally woke up this season, and we're gonna need him next week. So.
Absolutely. Who else look at it? I guess we could stick with defense a little bit right now.
Yeah, our run defense, I guess, was okay. Not quite as good though. I didn't feel overly great about our defense. I mean, Coburn looked good, like he's been, but outside of that, I didn't feel too good about our defensive line. I feel like they ran the ball better than I expected they
Let
would.
me see.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, they didn't run the ball often, which I found interesting, especially considering how many times Kendall was throwing interceptions.
Yeah, I know.
I guess they.
I guess they were playing behind a lot too.
Yeah.
But they came out slinging it. They like do the first 5 plays were bombs. They're just passes. I guess it's smart on Neil Brown. Our team is better against the run than it is against the pass, so he's just trying to expose it. But
yeah,
and Austin had a pretty good game too.
besides
if you like just don't look at the
rid of those.
interceptions, it's like
Yeah.
367, 3 touchdowns, 31, 46. It's not horrible, but those turnovers, man, they killed them.
definitely. Yeah, what else on defense?
I love our-
linebackers
yeah,
continue
Yeah, I was
to
about to
look
say
good.
Joseph Tsai leading tackles again.
Osai looked good. Your man Mitchell looking really good.
Dude, that first series, he was like hitting. It was
Mhm.
he set the tone early on.
I wonder if he's taking McCulloch's starting job, Jeffrey McCulloch.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I just love the shark, bro.
He's been kind of silent though.
he has.
Yeah.
What else on defense? Oh, Adelia Dayway with an interception. So that was big. That was like a difficult interception too. Like he kind of leaned back and caught it.
Yeah, he dropped back into coverage, read Kendall, and picked him off. And I never thought I would see Deli Dayaway just picking off quarterbacks downfield, and then he caught it and held onto the ball and ran with it. I was really impressed. Like, Deli Dayaway's making huge strides. No one thought he'd be at this point as a redshirt freshman, and he's really kind of solidified himself as a starter middle linebacker.
Yeah.
The right time too, man.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Good time to step it up. Anything else on defense that we're thinking of?
We need to dap up Deshaun Jameson some more.
I know.
Yeah.
That guy's smaller. I didn't know he was that small.
No,
dude.
he's short.
He's not that big.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't even
what,
think
that's
he's
what makes the
6
pick
foot.
even more like interesting.
But he's got
really got
hops.
up there.
Yeah.
He scaled
He's
the
an
ladder.
athlete.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's just good that at a time when our offense was like sputtering a little bit in the beginning, we had the defense that held us in there for the most part. And I don't know. I think in past games a lot we'd start a game like this and you'd get these like oh no thoughts going in and they're gonna start scoring on us.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was nice to see that the defense, the other side of the ball, can keep us in there or keep us ahead for the part of the game. So
Definitely.
Yeah, not only was Jameson good like in coverage, but he's also making good tackles, and he's super physical. He's definitely our number one corner now going forward with Jalen Green out. So looks like Jameson and Anthony Cook next week is what we're going to see, and
Yeah.
they played about as well as they could. Still some like plays giving up downfield, some balls that are receivers running open, but for the most part, we held them to basically like 17 points. I know they scored 31, but
Garbage time,
Yeah,
touchdown.
like the last touchdown, there was like
Yeah.
Kenyatta Watson in there and
Yeah.
a bunch of backups.
They were trying really hard
Yeah.
Yeah.
And more
for
importantly,
whatever reason.
yeah, they forced four turnovers. Like,
That's
even
job
if you
well
give up
done right there.
31
Yeah.
points, forcing 4 turnovers gives you a chance to win the game,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
with our offense.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. So
You would have
Mhm.
expected us to win by more, though, with 4 turnovers. But
A little bit.
Yeah.
It was just the beginning part that was frustrating.
yeah. Offensive line.
Great.
You think we had a good performance? I felt like we were.
I don't know. I thought we
It
were
was
running
one of
the ball pretty
our
well.
lowest of the season.
oh yeah, for sure, I agree.
Yeah, running wise, we I mean, part of that's on the running back.
Keontae.
Yeah, I don't know why I blanked on his name. part of that's on Keontae, but I think a big part of it too is our offensive line. I feel like I know that we both talked about how their defensive line, the Stills brothers, were really going to give us a bit of a challenge, but I definitely wasn't expecting that level of challenge
They
against
were
our
good.
line. They were really beating our guys.
They were
Yeah.
they were manhandling our O line. They weren't manhandling them, but they were definitely the toughest D line we faced, and they were tougher than LSU.
Yeah.
And this is what I wanted. Like I was thinking about this. We need to give West Virginia props. They remind me of Texas in year 1 with Tom Herman. Like super physical. West Virginia was a super physical football team from like the trenches, the point of attack, and you can just see that Neil Brown's got the right culture in place there. They might not have the players yet fully. They don't have the roster there. But I think they're going to be a threat in the future. But yeah, it was really that was probably the first time all year I was like, dang, this team is. I mean, LSU is pretty physical, but that's expected. That's LSU.
Yeah.
This is the first time like I was like, dang, this team is not as talented as us, but they are physical.
Right.
So shout out West Virginia. Y'all brought the juice on defense, and that's why Sam didn't have his best game. I know he still got his numbers, but he threw a pick. He took some sacks.
Yeah.
And
Took a few
Yeah,
sacks.
a lot of drives stalled out just because the pressure.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
We couldn't run really at all until probably the fourth quarter. At that point, we were running very handedly, but that might
closing
be
the game out
because,
at that point, yeah.
That and maybe the defense finally got tired out a bit. But yeah, beginning the game, because we try to have a somewhat balanced offense, even though our strength is obviously in throwing the ball downfield or in the slot to Duvernay. But yeah, I was watching the game and I was just like, stop running. It's not working. It's clearly not working. Why do we keep trying it? And I mean, I get it. You want to keep that balance there, so then that opens up the passing game. But then at the same time, it was just Keontae clearly went back to his struggles that he had, kind of like he did against LSU, which was frustrating because he had a really good game last week. Well, couple weeks ago against Oklahoma State, last time he played. So
yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because, like I said, West Virginia's D-line was really physical, and then they had good linebackers too.
yeah.
So, and our O-line didn't help him too much. I know Roshan had a big game. I know he got over 100 yards.
Yeah.
I don't know how many carries did he have?
21, man. He
Yeah,
had
How many did
dominators.
Keontae have?
11. He doubled him, bro.
Yeah,
Or close to
Keontae,
it.
he had that stinger in, I think it was the first quarter. So, I mean, it's kind of, you don't want to see it, but I'll give him, the pass on this game. We don't want to see him fall back into that place mentally where he just gets all weirded out and soft.
Yeah.
So, I think he'll bounce back, but, yeah, it was kind of tough to see. But on the positive note, Kirk Johnson.
Yeah.
It's good to see him out there, man.
Back
Finally,
out
man.
with the
Blonde
pads.
dreads. Look
Yeah.
like a new man out there.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Wonder why he did that hair choice.
But good for him, man.
But,
It's a long
yeah.
time coming with him.
Yeah, it's been how many
2015.
years?
Yeah,
2015
dude.
I remember that
since
play
he's
against
taken-
Texas Tech, yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's when Gerard Hurd was our quarterback. So
Oh, jeez. Yeah. But dude had some flash. He had some power with those cuts, and I don't know, even though his runs weren't that impressive, there was something there that I was just it looked like an NFL power-wise with the
Yeah.
shift and everything. It looked NFL caliber, even though he didn't break off and have a big time.
He looked
run or
really
anything
agile
like
out there.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, for one.
powerful.
yeah, he comes in the game, you're like, oh crap, Kirk Johnson's in the game, finally, let's go.
Yeah.
And you could just see him just so animated,
Ready
so
to go.
excited.
Yeah.
And then he just pounded his chest, clapping, and then he hits the hole pretty freaking hard. Reminds me of Roshan in his first game against La Tech. We're like, this boy, he's running pretty hard. So I'm comfortable with Kirk Johnson as our third string running back.
Definitely.
He provides a different kind of juice than Danny Young. Danny Young's more of the bruiser, but I think Kirk Johnson's got that explosiveness, and he's kind of reminds me of Roshan in a way of just bringing the juice off the bench. And you know how grateful he is to be in the game. He had that whole long Instagram post about how he just all the struggles that he had. Now he's finally getting a carry, and hopefully next week we can have a moment where Kirk Johnson and Colin Johnson are on the field together for the first time
waiting for that
ever.
Maybe there's a trick play that involved both of them.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Yeah. Speaking of trick plays, Samuel Cosme getting Moses, yeah, Moses play. I call it the choo choo play because he turned into a choo choo train. He blew up Stills. I think it was one.
I don't know, man. It looked like you took a shot too at the end of that.
Yeah, I think
it was mutual. It was mutual.
I would not want to be in between that.
Dude, oh god.
You'd be dead.
300-pound men just colliding.
That was great.
You'd be Mason Rudolph after that.
Yeah.
R.I.P. the man.
Like after that play, like there's few things that are more exciting than seeing a big man score in the game of football, you know.
Dude,
anyone between the number of like 50 through 60 and then in the 90s, if any of those guys score, you go
it's a big
nuts.
deal, bro.
So I was going nuts.
Yeah, you could just see him running off the field like a little kid, just so excited, just running to Tom Herman.
Bro, when do you think his last touchdown was?
Never. Maybe that might have been his first one.
Like Pop Warner, maybe? I don't know.
Seriously?
It might be his first one ever.
Yeah.
Good for him, bro.
Yeah.
And he looked fast.
Yeah, dude, he was moving, right? He looked like a tight end. At first, I was like, bro, who's that tight end?
Yeah. I myself was like, man, maybe we need to like put in a sub at left tackle and just like have a little package where he's like a running back.
Yeah, put
some fridge.
Who's our best blocking freaking tight ender? Get a good fullback and then put Sam Cosme right behind him. And then have Sam Elliott also blocking.
Like, we gotta at least get like two.
That'll be the choo-choo play.
And I like
freight
that,
train. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no one's gonna stop Sam Cosme in the hole. Like,
you gotta go for the legs, but then again, that dude's powerful. Did y'all feel like we should have held on to that play for like the OU game or something? Or
I mean, I felt the same way about the flea flicker with Cade
the
Brewer.
Cavalier.
Yeah, whatever that one was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, this one more so, I think we shouldn't have used because I think we could have scored because it wasn't in a. We didn't. I mean, we needed the touchdown, but it wasn't like in a dire situation.
It put us up 3 scores.
It put us up 3 scores, and I think we could have scored regardless.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about seeing a trick play. Like,
right.
You don't get to see those all the time. So I mean, yeah, I think they probably should have saved it for next week.
Yeah. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I think they asked Herman about it today, actually, during the press conference, and he said that it was one of the few like situations that they've had all season. Like they've had it installed where they were in the perfect spot of the field, the perfect hash, and like depth in the red zone. They're like 15, 20 yards out, and it was like the only opportunity they've had all season. So they just used it. They didn't really think. Herman's really bad about just saying like he's not focused on anything except like going 1-0. So it's kind of frustrating to hear Herman talk about it, but like I get it. I know we have another wrinkle trick play ready for.
No, I'm not saying that's the end of it.
Right.
Yeah, we'll have some whole new exotic look to show you on the players.
It almost sounds like, because I listened to the press conference too, they make it sound like every week they have a new trick
they just kind of like, it was installed last week.
So,
installed on like Wednesday.
So they probably went into the game being like, yeah, we will use this at some point. Probably like last game with the Cavalier double flea flicker to the tight end. Is that what it's called, Cavalier, right? Yeah. Yeah, that they go in like saying, "Here's the play."
There you go.
I was gonna say like, whenever Sam Cosme caught that ball, did
I
any of y'all think he was gonna chunk it?
Yes,
he did. I did.
Yeah, dude. I thought he was gonna be like quarterback. I was like, oh my god. And it made me think like, dude, you think Cosme was like after practice? He was like by the like, machine. He was just there, just like like that would be amazing.
Read off Sam Cosme's stats.
Okay,
in the box
here we
score.
go.
All right, yeah.
Right. I guess it was a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, that's a shame.
So he got 1 carry 1 carry for 12 yards, baby. 12 yards a carry.
And a touchdown.
That's a
secret weapon right there.
secret weapon, bro.
Yeah.
The most efficient rusher that we have on the team.
I know, it sucks that Sam doesn't get credit for that touchdown.
I know.
Sam came.
it's like-
But
Sam
thank
only
God
had
he
2
caught it,
passing
though.
touchdowns.
That
Yeah.
would have been awful.
Right.
Yeah, a little bit of
Fumble,
fumble.
yeah.
A little bit of madness.
Yeah,
getting
but
that
like-
ball.
But
Yeah.
still, I'm
Still
glad it
great
worked
to
out.
see.
I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah.
Almost a block in the back, though, whoever that was.
Yeah, that was Shackelford.
That was
I was
Shackelford.
kind of surprised.
I
that
was
they
like,
didn't
watching
call
that
that. I
replay.
was like,
I don't know.
I think there's a rule where you can block in the back, like
Oh, if it's like a...
on the goal, like on the line of scrimmage,
No way.
or like behind the line of scrimmage. I think my brother told me that. I could be completely
Actually, that
wrong.
might be if that is true.
'Cause
It might makes sense for like a lineman because
Yeah.
it's like an edge rusher's coming inside and you just like pushing
Yeah,
them down.
you see linemen like
I could just
burying
talk out
people
my ass.
in,
I don't
in
know.
their backs.
No,
like,
yeah, you do.
all the time. I think he was beyond the last scrimmage, but it was close. But I think that's a rule.
Okay.
Where, so maybe that's
Well,
where the
you
ref
know.
didn't throw it. Maybe he was just letting the big man go score. Let him have
Yeah,
the
why
ball.
would you want to take that away?
Yeah.
Let it happen. This is cool. Yeah. Selfishly, like, I'm totally happy with them using it, using that trick play. But
Yeah.
selfishly, like, I would have loved to have seen like Gus Johnson call that
Yeah.
because that would have been so epic. Because he's so good on the mic. He would have been like,
Yeah, it's true.
Cosme,
Big man.
touchdown.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I can't wait.
And I was kind of disappointed because like the guys they were calling this game when the play happened, they were just like, big
Yep.
man,
Yeah.
touchdown,
Oh.
yep, cool, yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, freak
You
out.
don't see that.
When do you see that?
I know.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the commentators, but
No, yeah,
No.
they were. It's all good.
they were okay.
It's all love.
They were average.
Yeah.
We did
Other offense.
we did see a Malcolm Epps sighting.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Finally.
Finally, dude.
Um,
That guy's a tight end, dude.
He
That
is.
guy's huge.
yeah.
Dude, Sam just. Like how high in the air was that?
Exactly.
when he
The
caught
DB
that?
is like down here. He's just
Like
It was-
Sam
it-
threw it at the perfect spot and Epps perfectly high pointed it. That ball's at least like 10 feet in the air.
there was no way that was getting intercepted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the DB was totally faked out too. Like
That's
he was
true.
running the
Yeah,
like
he
he
was.
didn't even turn around, and then he did, and it was like, wait a second, ball's up there.
But it's exactly what he should be doing all
Yeah.
the time now. So I'm glad he finally got he got his a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Malcolm Epps sighting. A lot of John Burt. I was surprised by
Yeah,
that.
touchdown. Good for him.
I guess
Okay.
Eagles didn't really have that great of a game. Part of that was on Sam though, because I feel like every ball that he threw to Eagles was like
Very
heavily
covered.
contested
Yeah.
or slightly off. So maybe, but yeah, we saw Burt got a touchdown. Good for him. Super Seniors representing.
yeah, I know. I
Washington.
was gonna say Marcus Washington got a catch.
Yeah,
I mean,
but he played a lot of snaps too. Like
did he? Oh, I didn't pay attention.
I felt like I saw him a lot on the field.
That's true. I
was like,
did see
huh.
him too in the second half a little
Yeah.
bit more. Yeah.
You're starting to see us missing Colin Johnson when you see guys like, no offense, Marcus Washington. He's gonna be a great player, but there's just routes where Sam throws him a nice ball, like a nice hitch, and then the timing is just off because
Yeah.
Washington's. I would assume it's Washington's fault for being not in the right spot. But you're just seeing like if we had Colin Johnson in the fold with Duvernay and Brennan Eagles and Jake Smith, just how multiple and dangerous
gosh,
we'll
true.
be. And
They
we
haven't
see-
really gotten to play together a lot.
No.
No, it's been Duvernay carrying and Jake Smith carrying the bulk of the load, and Brennan
Yeah.
Eagles occasionally.
Just popping off on a long one, yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
like relying on Malcolm Epps, he's really like he finally had a good game. But once we have Colin Johnson, hopefully he's fully healthy. I think it's going to be even dirtier.
Oh, definitely. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Then I guess talk about Sam briefly to kind of wrap this up. Not his best game, but also not a bad game. Like very
Serviceable.
average. I would say it would be like a Sam Ellinger game from not his freshman season because he definitely played better than he did as a freshman, but like an okay game he had last year.
It was
Like a
little-
Sam Ellinger
yeah,
versus
like last year,
USC
two,
last
yeah,
year.
yeah,
Yeah.
two
When he just
rushing
started
touchdowns.
turning
Yeah,
around.
man.
Yeah, that was the one point of his game that I really liked. Was I was very happy to see him taking advantage of like running the ball for a score
Yeah.
or two, with making his reads, not seeing everything open, and actually taking off and going the distance. Because I feel like we haven't seen much of that.
Yeah.
I think we have seen it this season, but not a lot of it. So that was good to see. I was like, yes, I like seeing him running the ball again whenever nothing's open. But yeah, he was off on a few throws, made that really bad interception. That was very uncharacteristic of him.
Yeah.
That was, I think I tweeted something during the game where he did that rushing touchdown, and I was like, yeah, vintage Sam Ellinger, this is great. And then the next drive he threw that pick, and I was like, I wanted to tweet again, like, vintage Sam Ellinger. But
I will say what I liked. I think this was mainly on the first drive, the third down conversions. I don't know. I think that
was impressive.
The first drive, yeah.
Duvernay,
or like he got picked one up with his legs too. I don't know. I think when you have a quarterback that can do that, I think you have a very veteran presence there. Like not every quarterback can go in a hostile territory like that and make consecutive. I think it was like 4 or 5, man.
Yeah.
Like third down conversions. Like that's really good. It's kind of get annoying because they play like the graveyard music every single time. I was like, dude, he's gonna get it again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I really like that he's grown in that aspect.
Yeah.
And that's a good point. Like people don't really understand. This is West Virginia fans were saying this is one of the most amped environments they've had in years in Morgantown. And for our team to go in there, West Virginia is not a bad team. Their defense is really good. Their D-line is really good. And for our team to go in there and win pretty much comfortably, weather the storm early, that's just another check mark on Texas's journey to be back. Under Tom Herman. We're kind of on the revenge tour right now. We beat Oklahoma State, beat West Virginia in Morgantown, which is a game that we'd probably lose last year.
Mm-hmm.
We lost to Oklahoma State in Stillwater in that hostile environment.
Last year.
And this game was never really in doubt after the first quarter. We kind of settled in, but yeah, that's a good point. And also speaking about Sam Ellinger. He had 9 rushes, but what we're going to see against OU and all the big games, we're really not trying to rush him at all. There were many times where Sam's literally reading the defensive end or whoever it is, and he could pull it and go get yards, go get the first down, but he just gives it off. I'm sure that's part of what the game plan is. Don't run the ball, keep yourself healthy because it's West Virginia.
That's not who we are anymore either.
We don't need you, but against OU, he's going to have to run.
Oh yeah.
And I want him to have at least 15. I want him to at least. Close to doubling. Yeah, I think he ran against 20 times against LSU.
Yeah, honestly, that's an X factor too to that game. It's probably good that for film wise that he's just showing that he's handing it off most of the time. So, but I think it's good also that he's using his arm a lot more than last year. It just shows that we're just not reliant on that. Because I remember going into the season being like, oh man, we're gonna rush Sam 20 carries.
Right.
Another concussion.
Yeah, man. He's going to be long and short every single drive. But I'm glad he's not.
Yeah, we've kept him clean. It's working.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not having any setbacks yet.
Yeah, he's looking all right. He's looking all right health-wise. So,
yeah.
Does that wrap up this?
I'd say so, yeah. Any other thoughts?
That's pretty much it. We did what we had to do.
No turnover? No, special teams turnover.
Oh, I want to say one thing. I kind of noticed during this game how the class of 2018, Revolution 18, they're coming together, man. You're starting to see what a top 3 class can do for you. You got boys everywhere: B.J. Foster, Deshaun Jameson, Joseph Osai.
Yeah, studs everywhere.
Yeah.
They're all making plays.
Eagles,
Eagles, Coburn. We got our team is literally 2018 now. That's what it is. That class.
Yeah.
And they'll be back next year too.
Oh, definitely.
And
very young.
So.
Yeah.
For the most part, and then you got boys like Jake Smith contributing, and
then you got
Javondre Sweat. Yeah. Nice SWAT.
Yes.
And
SWAT with the SWAT.
Yeah, they're also physical.
We're getting progression in with the classes now.
Yeah, the foundation class is there, and they're elite.
Yeah,
and they don't even have Caden Stearns out there. Yeah, probably might be the best.
And
of
most
them
of them are sophomores.
Yeah.
So
and then 2019 starting to show up, and then we're gonna have this good 2020 class that should be top 5, top 6.
The way it should be, man.
So you're just starting to see Herman what he's building. It's kind of just coming. It's coming together. So it's really exciting. We're 4-1 now, 2-0 in conference play, and we're in the thick of it going into OU. So
let's get it.
Big game coming up.
All right, so the rest of the week there were some good games. The first one, 11 a.m. that people were kind of watching was actually, I don't know if you call this a good game, but it was Michigan-Iowa. There were more punts than points in this game. But Michigan ultimately got it done.
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh lives to fight another day.
Barely.
Michigan jumped out to a 10-0 lead in the first quarter. I was like, okay.
Alright. Seems like something they
They're
should be
starting
able to
get
do.
going.
I picked Iowa though.
And that was it.
Yeah,
That was it.
that was the climax.
Welcome to 1950s football.
Right, yeah.
Welcome.
Iowa gets a field goal, and they had a chance to, I guess, at least tie it up at the end. But yeah, Michigan making the big plays on defense to hold off.
I could see Michigan just like winning out until Ohio State,
Really?
and then
And then get destroyed.
So typical Michigan
yeah,
season.
and then just
Do
losing
what
by
they always
30.
You're like, damn.
Like, Michigan beats Ohio State. They might have a chance to go to the playoff.
Don't watch out for Michigan. That defense is really good. And lose by 20.
No, more.
More.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Michigan, they're still alive at the moment in terms of their playoff hopes, I guess. But
Yeah.
they got to fix that offense, man. And it's the funniest thing because
We'll say
Jim
that every single
Harbaugh, after the game, he was like, I'm really liking what our offense is starting to do. The way we practice, the way we execute in games. I think we're really starting to put it together. They had 10 points.
Goes, dude. Shea
Yeah.
Pass didn't even throw a touchdown.
Jeez.
He had one interception,
What
zero
is it?
touchdowns.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Yeah,
I was
come
thinking,
on.
the future head coach of the Michigan Wolverines, Matt Rule.
Matt
Hey.
Rule.
He's a Midwest guy, kind of.
Yeah.
He's from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, okay.
That's Big
Get
Ten
him out of the
country.
Big 12. I'm
Yeah,
down for
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And, dude, Matt Rule's freaking. Now we can shift to Baylor, Kansas State.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, they're freaking undefeated, right?
5-0.
Yeah.
They handled Kansas
Yeah.
State on the road.
I need to stop. I keep sleeping on Baylor, and I'm
It's
officially
because
done.
they didn't kill Rice like you thought they did.
Yeah, exactly, and that's my mentality. And then I was betting against them, and you know what? Now, finally giving Baylor respect.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I did not expect them to beat K-State on the road.
Yeah, and the way they did it, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
They just dominated that entire game, really. And yeah, Baylor, they got Tech this week. That's a huge game. Tech beats Oklahoma State, which is really surprising.
Shocking.
They're weird.
Yeah. Like,
Jeff Duffy exploded.
I know, he's no longer Turnover City.
Yeah,
I
I know. I was hoping that was going to stick throughout the
you
year.
wrong.
Yeah.
It didn't. But I hate to use transitive property here, but, Kansas State beat Mississippi State, an SEC team.
Yeah.
And then Baylor just killed Kansas State.
Right.
What the hell does that say about Baylor? Like, I don't know.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Baylor.
They haven't played outside of Kansas State. They haven't played anyone. So.
I mean, Baylor beat Iowa State the week before.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Put some
Iowa
respect,
State,
bro.
Iowa State. Yeah.
Iowa State
Respect,
just
bro.
I should
destroyed
just shut
TCU.
up whenever we talk about Baylor.
The whole
Yeah.
Big 12, like second tier behind OU and Texas is just like
Who's who?
Well, what's going on?
What's
here?
going on here? Anything can happen.
Oklahoma.
It's just like the
yeah.
Pac-12.
It's just literally cannibalism.
Yeah. We're just eating each other alive.
Right.
And it makes no sense. But right now it's Baylor, Texas, and OU out above the.
So Baylor's still a sneaky game at the end of the season.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not a
Yeah.
sneaky game. That's a game that's going to be like tough to win. Like that's going to be
At
simple.
Waco.
They'll be
Waco.
ranked. The thing is, they play OU the week before, which is kind of good.
That'll
They
help.
host OU, then they host us literally back-to-back weeks. So I think there'll be more hype for OU. Hopefully, they'll get that big game hype out early, and then
Yeah.
we'll sneak in at the end.
Nice.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
You think they win one of those?
yeah.
Oh.
And it's
Ooh.
I think they won one of them, and it's probably not OU.
Damn.
No, I'm just playing. I think they're very capable of being one of those teams. I don't know.
No, they are.
Yeah,
I'm not
they
gonna.
are.
Yeah, don't make a prediction yet. But
Yeah.
like,
I'd
as of
say
right now,
that
they're
team,
capable.
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
All right.
Yeah. TCU, I think I briefly said that they got killed. They don't have an offense really. Their quarterback. It sucks,
shame.
man. Like,
It sucks.
it's starting to like.
You don't like to see Gary pass.
I was
like that.
texting y'all, I think, or maybe somebody else. Like, is Gary Patterson kind of on the
Yeah,
the
it's
downhill
decline.
of his
Have you seen
Yeah.
the? Have you seen the
dynasty-ish
recruiting he's been having? It's abysmal, bro.
thing?
Yeah. He needs to start changing his shirt at halftime again.
Yeah.
Because that always
That's right.
helps him
That's
out,
right.
you know. But
Dude,
Oh yeah, and him doing all of his weird things, like tying his shoe on
Yeah.
field goals.
49.
But,
49. I thought TCU's defense was
I mean-
good. 49.
they need a quarterback.
Yeah, they do.
If they would have gotten Jalen
That
Hurts
TCU,
from
that
Bama,
defense is probably tired, bro.
yeah.
right.
But Brock Purdy also exploded. So
Yeah.
Iowa State, typical Matt Campbell fashion, starting to put
Heat
together. Here they come. So I
Lovely.
expect them to have a little winning streak. I think they play West Virginia this week, so
Yeah.
they're going to start making
interesting
moves
game.
as always. And then by the time we play them in Ames, they're going to be like top 25. It's going to be very scary.
Right.
So yeah,
Scary.
it's typical Big
I don't
12
like
right
it.
now.
I don't like it.
What other games were there?
Florida versus Auburn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gators came out on top.
I really
None of
thought-
us expected
yeah,
that.
I didn't think that at all. Did Trask?
He came back.
He came back.
He
Okay,
came back.
he came back.
He did not break his
Something's
leg
wrong.
like it looked like he did.
Yeah, I know.
Which is a good.
He was
good
crying. How do you come back?
I know,
I thought
dude.
all right, he's done
Once
for
you,
the season.
once you cry, bro, you're done for the season.
Yeah.
Like, that's when you know the injury's bad.
I think he's just
Crying, bro.
He's faking him out.
He's like
Fake out? He's like, dude, watch this, bro. I'm
It's
gonna be
like,
back.
right.
He pulled a Paul
Let's
Pierce,
give
bro.
Auburn
He's
some hope.
getting carried
Get the
off.
wheelchair.
And he running back.
Just pull a Dwayne Wade and be like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like in Talladega Nights when Will Ferrell thinks that he's
Paralyzed.
I don't know.
Do you know what life is like now? Ricky, don't do it.
You know. Don't care. Dude, I'm just thinking, I was like 10 when I watched that movie.
No, like-
it's so ingrained in my memory, dude.
Right.
It was so weird. Like I looked up at the screen on the side screen. I was like, oh, yeah, Trask is done. They're
Yeah.
sending in Emery Jones.
Right.
He's not very good. This game's about to be won by Auburn.
Yeah.
I checked back like an hour later. I'm like, I'm seeing freaking Trask like lead them downfield.
I know.
Florida up like 2 touchdowns. I was
Bonix
like, oh god.
went back to being a freshman, man.
Yeah,
Threw 3
Bo
picks.
Nix, not
Yeah.
a good game. Auburn definitely
Less than
could have won this
50%,
game.
yeah.
Like they had some big turnovers and they had opportunities, but yeah, those picks killed them. And
Yeah.
Auburn Florida had some big plays too. They had that big run.
Yeah. That was
How
cool.
big was that? Like 90 yards or something?
Yeah,
Big
maybe.
time. It was funny watching the Auburn player. I think it was a fumble recovery. Big dude about to score a touchdown. He's running, and then just
Oh, he just
over.
falls over. Too excited, eh?
Yeah.
Someone sniped him. Yeah.
Oh, that video.
Yeah, that video. That was good.
Yeah.
No, we were about to get another awesome big man touchdown, and then he just kind of just
Yeah,
fell.
didn't happen.
But
Yeah.
it's cool.
Too bad.
The Auburn loss kind of makes the whole Pac-12 look worse because Oregon was kind of the token child right now, especially with Washington losing to
that's
Stanford.
right.
Oregon, maybe Utah, the last like flag bearers of the Pac-12, and Oregon's big quality loss against Auburn kind of looks
Doesn't look as
less
Quality
pretty at
losses,
all.
bro.
Yeah,
Especially after, once LSU likely lights up Florida.
Yeah.
Then it'll
it'll prove that Oregon will be like the eighth best.
put the
team.
nail in the
Yeah.
coffin
And then it's just down to maybe Utah, but even Utah, like their resume is
No.
not going to be good enough to
No.
get them in.
Oh,
Definitely
not even
not.
close,
Yeah,
dude.
so it's pretty much over for the Pac-12.
yeah.
And Oregon struggled with Cal, who didn't even have they had Devin Lobster in the quarterback, and he's not very good at all. Oregon needs to be blowing these teams out if they want to prove
I was
that they
surprised
belong.
by that. Yeah, I remember checking the score and being like, "What the hell? Like, why
Yeah.
are they not putting?"
Oregon
up
just
points?
never kills teams like they should. That's
Yeah.
why I should never have picked them to be in the playoffs. But whatever.
Ohio State, Michigan,
Covered the spread.
Yes. always that Ohio State covering
Take that
train.
to the bank, bro.
Go back, yeah. I don't know who they're playing this week. They're probably off, but whenever
Now
they play
they're
somebody
off.
next week, take Ohio State to cover.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think they're like 5-0 this season against the spread. So, yeah, Ohio State. It started off kind of slow. Michigan State's defense is legit, and they gave Justin Fields and that offense some trouble. But as soon as they would stop Ohio State, Michigan State would literally fumble the next play. They'd get the ball back and fumble or throw an interception,
Yeah.
and then eventually just Michigan State's defense, as they always do, just wears out because the offense can't do anything. And then J.K. Dobbins breaks a long run, and
My boy.
yeah, 34-10. Sweated that one out, but
Made money.
Yeah.
We're out here.
so
Notre Dame, Bowling Green. No, I'm just kidding. That was 50-0.
One of my locks.
No, I just had this really distinct memory of Bowling Green, like when I was 12, in my dad's garage watching Bowling Green. Bowling Green just got his first FBS win, and then in some bowl game, it was the program's looking up, man. And I always just kind of look back at Bowling Green and see how they're doing, and then they're not. It's not going well. So,
Yeah.
but
Ever since Urban
I don't
Meyer
know.
left.
yeah, Urban Meyer, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
There you guys start. Tulsa SMU. Shane Buechele coming through.
Came through,
with
right.
The triple overtime
Yep.
win.
Triple?
They should not have won that game.
No, they
triple.
shouldn't have.
Absolutely.
They looked horrible.
They
They
robbed
started
them.
out
They
horribly.
robbed Tulsa.
How did they? I guess I didn't really watch too much of. I just kind of saw the beginning. Was like, this is embarrassing. How did they come back?
They just, I don't know. I saw it was 30 to 6 maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they came back and tied.
Yeah,
it
I got
up.
to the game late.
And then I watched overtime. I tuned in, and anyways, Tulsa had a chance to have a game-winning field goal.
Oh,
and
they
it was
shanked
very
it.
makeable, I thought.
Shanked it bad.
He missed it, and
Dude,
then
really,
next
yeah.
thing I know, I look back and
Yeah, I didn't even
celebrating.
see. I didn't even see Shane like throw the touchdown.
Yeah.
I just looked because I was watching whatever was on the big screen. And I
Yeah,
looked back,
yeah.
it was like SMU was like cheering and stuff. I was like, oh, okay.
Yes, they won.
Like,
Yeah.
6-0, and they're beefing with A&M on Twitter.
good.
It's great.
It's great.
No, let's be honest. If SMU played A&M on a neutral field,
Be close.
It'd be a game.
yeah, I think SMU might win.
It'd be a game.
It'd be a game.
So, yeah, SMU, second best team, third best team behind Baylor and Texas.
Yep.
And, yeah, Tennessee, Georgia as well. Tennessee, first quarter, I was like, upset city, upset nation.
But it'd
Don't
be
look
good.
now. Don't
Yeah.
look now.
Tennessee building something, and
And then Georgia
Nah.
just
33 points
came
unanswered.
back. Yeah.
One day, Tennessee. One day we'll see you come back.
I don't know, man. That
One
program
day.
is literally like in.
Is it cursed,
just
bro?
Continues to
It might be
fall.
cursed.
No, it's literally cursed. That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
No, I actually like read a story about like some Indians like died at Neyland Stadium.
What?
Yeah, like something crazy like that, and like they're cursing Notre Dame.
And you know, you'd think they'd be like somewhat, like not this bad. They've had talent.
Yeah.
You know what
they
I mean?
recruit fine.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
bro.
pretty program.
They got
I just remember that Alvin Kamara went there. Like,
Yeah, Josh Dobbs.
yes,
and-
like they don't.
Kamara went to Tennessee.
Yeah, dude.
I thought
Wait,
he
right?
went to-
Transferred.
Yeah,
I
he
thought
transferred.
went
Okay, he
to-
transferred.
oh,
My
I was
bad.
gonna
But he
say,
was a
they
star
went
at
to
Tennessee.
Bama.
Yeah, he was still holding it down. I don't know.
It's
God, oh my God.
it's terrible.
We
Yeah.
thought we went through a rough patch, bro.
They've been plummeting forever.
Right.
They just find a deeper hole.
Yeah.
Free falling.
Yeah.
Like no one even wants that job. They just like
I
they know you
wouldn't.
can't win there.
I
No.
wouldn't.
Like they had to, like, literally
It's-
scratch so many candidates because they're just like, nah, fam. So
Such
they
a-
end up with
yeah.
what's his name? The
You
bald
don't even
guy
know.
No.
from Bama. But anyways,
Such a weird geographical spot too, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Like when you have better SEC teams around you, and it's just like,
Exactly.
you want to go to
Frustrating.
Tennessee, because you know, I mean, Alabama at least has like the Gulf Shores or something like
Yeah.
that. No, you're in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in this little strip. I don't know.
and just in
Weird to me.
general, Tennessee doesn't produce as much talent as like
Yeah.
Georgia,
It's a small
Louisiana,
state.
or
Yeah.
Bama.
It's in the middle of coal country.
Of all the southern states, like Tennessee and Kentucky are probably the least amount of talent. So Tennessee has to really recruit
Mhm.
out of state
They
a lot.
really have to.
Got to get Georgia players
Yeah, and that's tough when you can't beat
when
whoever
Georgia's
you're
really
playing.
good.
Yeah,
And
you can't beat
recruiting at a
Georgia
high
Southern,
level.
Georgia State,
And
Yeah.
Alabama.
yeah.
And LSU.
And I always have Tennessee people in Twitter. Like I've argued with one the other day, like a few days ago, talking about how the SEC is so good and the Big 12 sucks. I was like, bro, you're a Tennessee fan. Just
Stop. We
Focus
know.
on Georgia State.
We know where this is stemming from, bro.
They
Yeah.
gotta
The
they
lack
gotta
of
talk
success
about
that
yeah,
have
you
to-
gotta celebrate your rivals
Yeah.
destroying you every year.
something. Yeah.
So
Hey, bro, the biggest game's coming to town, bro. When do you get to lose to Alabama by 30?
yeah,
Like,
Nah,
when
we're-
did you get to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
with any other good games?
I don't know. Kansas kind of scared Oklahoma in like the first quarter.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. That was cool
live.
for like 15 minutes.
Oh, you looking
Yeah, no, that was
slow.
Was it pick six? I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, not a pick
Almost.
six.
No, you picked them off though.
It was close.
It was
Could've been a
close,
pick
right? Could have been
six,
pick
yeah.
six. Yeah. And they drove
Puka
down.
Williams. Dude
Yeah.
is looking
Dude is
good.
good.
Got some long
Yeah,
runs.
he's getting his.
Um,
He's getting good. Khalil Herbert kind of just like walked away from
what's
the
the name
team.
of their quarterback again? Kansas's?
Carter
Carter
Stanley.
Stanley, yeah.
He had a good
doesn't-
game.
Yeah,
No.
he's improving.
He's
a
fun to
lot.
watch. He's a gunslinger. He's wild out there.
He's just ready, bro.
But every once in a while, his wildness
He
like
connects.
delivers.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
just gonna chunk this
Delivers
thing.
a dime. Yeah. Big time. But
I mean, I think that's probably all the reasonably important games.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to spend too much time on it.
Yeah.
Move
so,
on to week 7. Our picks.
Our picks. Let's get it.
All right, this is like an actually beautiful slate.
Yes. Thank God.
I mean, Texas OU is the biggest game I think,
Yeah.
besides Florida LSU. But there's still some other really good games, and we're gonna let's just get into it. You know?
Let's go.
Let's enjoy this. All right, first game. I think it's I don't know what time it's at, but Penn State at Iowa. That's interesting because Penn State's getting a lot of love. They just
They
jumped
are
us in the
good.
polls for beating Purdue.
Yeah.
Like chill out.
Cool out. That's cool, man. Whatever.
Why do you guys jump like that?
Yeah.
They are
mean-
looking good though.
They are looking good, and I think they will be Iowa though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think this is another because Iowa is always in the position. I'm just thinking about that one time, like when they played like Michigan State for the playoff spot. The only reason they were there is because they were in the Big Ten
West.
I always get that wrong. Big Ten West. So I feel like anytime you match up with like a team like Penn State that you don't get to see all the time, Iowa usually kind of folds.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, but then again, when you go into, I think it's Kinnick Stadium at night,
Right.
and weird things happen.
In the middle of corn country.
That's where Michigan was ranked 3, about to go to the playoffs, I think, and then they lost on a last-second field goal.
Some weird
Last time
things
Penn
like
State
that,
was
yeah.
there with Saquon. Penn State was like top 5, top 6,
They lost
and it came
that.
out like the last play. Penn State won, but it was really close, and I think Iowa was unranked. So whenever and then Iowa destroyed Ohio State there. Remember a few years ago?
That's right.
That's
one of the reasons
right.
They weren't
They
in the playoffs.
did.
And I know Iowa's not that great this year after seeing that Michigan game, but I'm going to take Iowa. I just think it's going to be a spot where Penn State
Wouldn't be surprised.
finally
Absolutely
faces a
not,
team with
yeah.
a pulse in a hostile environment.
Yeah.
I don't know much about their quarterback. I know his name's like Clifford. I like KJ Hamler.
I like the dog.
Big red dog.
But, yeah, I think Iowa's going to pull a big upset.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I got Penn State winning. It's actually one of my locks because they're only a 3-point favorite, and I feel like they'll win by at least a touchdown. How I look at it is Penn State can put up quite a bit of points, and Iowa can't. So that's kind of where my head lies at the end of the day, is that you got a high-scoring team that's on the rise versus a team that is
Running
coming
a
off
pro
of
style
disappointment and running
offense.
pro style and doesn't put up a ton of points.
Always
so,
bet against the pro style, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling
So I'm saying Penn State.
Offended by that?
I'm kind of offended right now. Like, y'all are,
Well, at least one of us is picking Iowa.
I don't know. I see pro style in college football, and I'm like, what are you
no,
doing?
like, I agree.
What are you doing?
But
You're a Hawkeye.
No, I told you, Iowa can't win this game. You're right.
At Iowa?
Well,
Well, I think that's gonna
it happens.
make that game a rock
Yeah,
fight.
you're right.
that's what I'm saying.
You're absolutely
It
right.
can't
I'm not
happen
gonna say it's gonna be a
every time.
blowout. It's not that.
Hey, facts.
But Penn State will win.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
I'm
now
just saying
to
that
the-
they're going to beat the cover.
to the second biggest game of the weekend.
Not really.
Not
This is
really.
probably the 4th. Bama plays at College Station against A&M. 2:30 CBS.
You know,
That's
prime
gonna be
time,
fun. Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to steal all our views.
bro.
No, they're not.
Everyone's going to be like, you know what, Texas OU, that's a boring game.
Yeah.
Let's watch Alabama play A&M.
Hey, Kyle Field.
Ooh, the most intimidating place to play, according to Herb Street. Not as much anymore. Interesting take.
I read somewhere that Haynes King
Lost his star.
lost his star,
Really?
and then he scheduled a TCU visit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't see this on Frenzy, bro? They were talking about it in the.
No,
in the,
that's the offensive lineman, Garrett Hayes.
No, you sure?
I think. I hope it's not. If it's Haynes King, that'd be
That'd be
funny.
funny. I don't know. Either way, it's funny that recruits are scheduling TCU for an official visit when they're on a bye week.
Over going to see the number
yeah.
one
Team
team.
in the
Right.
nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just gives you an insight
just-
into what that game's gonna be like.
Like, it just
And
gives you-
Bama's gonna win it. All right.
It just gives you insight into what A&M is. They're just literally a TCU Tech Baylor with a big stadium. That's all
Yeah,
they are.
right.
And they think they're something that they're not.
And a tough schedule.
Yeah.
Dude.
That they love to
You guys
flaunt.
talk.
how
I
they
gotta
were-
look that
Right.
up, bro.
Yeah, look it up. I want some confirmation on that. But yeah.
I could have been. I know it was Haynes. It might have been the.
That's
offensive
Garrett
line.
Hayes, the one that's like an A&M legacy, but
Yeah.
he doesn't want to visit them.
That's hilarious.
No, actually, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Please come.
I saw that and I was like, oh man, you can't even win with the homer, bro.
I don't
Yeah, they better land Zach Evans because they're running out of prospects.
They're not
all
gonna
their
land Zach
they might.
Evans.
I mean, everybody's kind of turning away from Zach Evans because he's just such a head
Idiot.
case.
Yeah, dude.
He's like-
the narrative switched on him very fast.
I don't know. It's
It's,
still like a 5-star.
yeah, it switched on him very fast. It was like, maybe we shouldn't maybe he should just stick with Georgia or LSU because that's
Right.
who he was the front runner in the beginning. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like-
It was just weird to see the narrative because I remember when we first started talking about, bro, we got to go get Zach Evans.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
But
I
just
don't
the
know.
baggage that comes with him. He just is
Yeah.
such, like he has so many problems with his coaches in North Shore. He was like suspended. I think he got in a fight with his coaches. He just, he has a kid right now.
He has a kid.
I don't know if that's like a bad thing, but like
Take care of your kids.
he's just kind of a head case. You just listen to his interviews and like compare them to Bijan Robinson. Like maybe Zach Evans
Oh,
is more
yeah.
talented. I don't think he is.
Bijan's so much more
Bijan is literally
class act.
Saquon 2.0, but like
Yeah.
I love that we got Bijan.
Yeah.
And whoever gets Zach Evans, it's going to take a lot of work to get him to like be a productive guy for y'all because he's been like a head case so far. So
Yeah.
if he gets it together, he's got talent. I could see him going off, but it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
You're
So
right.
We'll see where he ends up at. So is Garrett
It's
Hayes.
good. Still funny
Yeah,
though.
that's still hilarious.
Funny nonetheless.
Right.
So Bama A&M.
Bama.
A&M. Bama.
Shut
Kidding.
up.
Yeah.
Bama. Okay, the real question is it's Bama minus.
Yeah, let's do
18.
the spread real quick.
Right.
So,
Minus 18?
Yeah.
I was considering making this a lock,
Dude.
but I'm not going
Yes. yes.
to because I did so horribly on my locks last week that I'm.
I just
I'm
don't
playing
see
it
them
safe.
scoring that much.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be like a 45 to 20,
My only thing
21
is that,
game or
is that
something. I
Bama
don't know.
maybe because they haven't really faced anyone yet.
Duke's
maybe,
looking good.
Maybe they're just like a bit slow. But then again, probably
Never
not. I don't know. I see them winning by
Bama's
17, 20 at least.
I think they're gonna win by exactly 17 points. So I would not bet on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't either. It's a stay away for
Right.
me. But you know what? They're gonna win by 20.
No, but like I think what's gonna happen is all these A&M fans are gonna be like, "Hey, look at this video. This is terrible. We need to bring back the energy at Kyle Field. Let's get after it." And A&M's gonna have a big moral victory and lose by.
the new blood.
No,
You're not a real ag. True ags stay till the end.
Stand up. Okay.
And yeah, it's going to be a hostile environment, and A&M's have a big moral victory and lose by 17 points.
Ooh.
They're going to cover.
Yeah. Print it on
Have you ever
cups.
lost at home to at Bama by 17? You never get those games.
Yeah, we're in the SEC.
Put it on a cup.
Yeah, moral victory.
Yeah. Cups. Water bottles. Print those
All
numbers.
right, let's move on. Next game on the docket, Big Ten battle. Michigan State travels to Wisconsin.
What am I
Alright.
thinking?
Well, I was talking about this a little bit earlier. It gives me the vibes of Ohio State, Michigan State last week, just because you're gonna have two good defenses, but and Wisconsin's not Ohio State offense, obviously, but it's a good offense.
Yeah.
And then Michigan State is probably an average offense. So you're gonna have Michigan State trying to slow down Wisconsin, and they will a little bit because they're a good defense. But then you get the ball back to the Spartans' offense, and it's just not. It's not gonna go well. They won't have enough to keep up with Wisconsin at all. So
No.
that's why I feel pretty confident giving Wisconsin the win here. Even though I really want that kind of upset to happen, I just don't think the Spartans are capable of doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be like a low-scoring game to start off, and then just as the game goes
Exactly,
on,
right.
the dam's going to break, and Wisconsin's going to
The
win.
dam's
by,
gonna break. They can't
14,
hold on forever.
20 points. Yeah, eventually
Taylor's
the defense will
gonna
break
leak
down.
through
Yeah.
that dam.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
I see Wisconsin winning comfortably, I'd say.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Texas Tech travels to Baylor, no longer playing in Jerry World. They moved it to home and home. Finally, that was stupid.
Yeah, that was dumb.
It was empty stadium, but yeah. So at Baylor,
Tempted rivalry.
big game because like Texas Tech beats Oklahoma State. They're kind of
Surprising.
still,
Yeah.
Weird.
I guess.
Yeah.
And now Baylor's the new darling of the Big 12 right now, 5-0, 2-0 in conference. So
Yeah.
This is really tough because I don't like Jeff Duffy, but
he proved us wrong. Though,
he
last
did
week.
prove me wrong. Nah, I'm gonna stick with Baylor here. That just seems right. They're surging. I don't trust Tech. It's at Baylor. It's at,
It's at Baylor.
yeah, I'll take Baylor. Convince me otherwise.
I think it's gonna be a really like weird game. I think Texas Tech's actually gonna come out and like jump out to a lead, and then I think Baylor has some heroic comeback, and I think Baylor wins in the end. But I think it's gonna be like a nail biter, like a instant classic type game. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Interesting.
I think Baylor wins and moves on to 6-0.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going against Baylor this time. They've done me wrong too many times thus far this season whenever I bet against them. So I'm picking Baylor to win. And I don't think it'll be close. I think they will win convincingly. And that it'll continue to spark that talk of them being a contender for the Big 12.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. We'll stay in Big 12. Iowa State travels to Morgantown.
Ooh.
We were just there. Iowa State coming off the win against TCU.
West Virginia, very
It's going to be a
capable.
scrappy game right
Yeah,
here.
West Virginia, very capable.
Yeah.
Arguably could have been a scarier game if Austin Kendall doesn't turn over the ball
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
we
much
could've-
because he was
Definitely
tearing it
lost,
up downfield.
Yeah.
It's a game in Morgantown. I'm gonna be a little crazy. I'm gonna pick West Virginia, man.
Really, that'd be dope. That'd be
Yeah.
great for
Yeah.
their program.
Yeah.
Neil Brown, the fan base. That'd really just boost them up. Big year one win. That'd be a signature win, I think. So,
Definitely.
who do you got, Trevor?
I'm agreeing with you, especially after we beat them. I feel like it was a bit of a letdown. So they're coming off of a game that they feel like they, fought with Texas and hung in with them for most of it. If it wasn't for the turnovers, especially, their defensive line and defense overall looked pretty good, and their offense outside of those turnovers looked pretty good too. And I'm not completely sold on Iowa State, even though because they've had some ups and they've had some downs, and I still don't really know what
ebb
they
and flow
are,
really weird, yeah.
So I don't know what to expect from them. It's in Morgantown. I think West Virginia gets the upset and moves on.
Yeah, I think I might be right, but I want to be different, so I'll take Iowa State.
Good.
But
I feel like Iowa State was the favorite. Well,
Yeah.
It probably is the favorite, but
yeah,
it's the favorite
so
too.
I'm
for
being
us.
different by being the same.
Yeah.
But no, I think the atmosphere of Morgantown will carry over. It's another 3:00 kick over there, which is big for them. The weather's finally cooling down. I think the atmosphere will be pretty hectic for Iowa State to deal with, and I think Brock Purdy is easy to rattle. I think that D-line will give him trouble. But I think Iowa State pulls it out in the end, and because I don't think Matt Campbell's going to lose 3 games this early in the season. So I'll take Iowa State.
That's fair.
Cool.
That's fair.
All right. Next game up, we got USC traveling to Notre Dame. This one, Notre Dame's going to win. I think it's more.
I think,
right? No, USC's capable.
No, they're capable only because of what they did against Stanford with the third. Was that the game with the third string?
Yeah.
Came in? Utah. Oh wait, it was Utah. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the only reason I'm kind of but Utah is not what we thought they were, like contender wise. So
And then they
Notre
came back
Dame's
down to
playing
earth
really
against
good.
Washington with that
Right.
third string
Yeah.
quarterback. They kind of got manhandled.
also USC is like giving up like not giving up, but the last game to Washington, Salvin Ahmad, he had a
Yeah.
huge gain. They gave up 150 yards rushing to that guy, and he's an okay running back. But Notre Dame has a better one, and Tony Jones. Tony Jones, and they're gonna run all over them. So I think Notre Dame in this one for sure.
Yeah, I think it's like, what is it, -12? Notre Dame -12?
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
One of my locks, actually.
Yeah.
I think Notre Dame's gonna
11.
win
So
convincingly.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Notre Dame.
They're rolling right now. They're doing well.
They're
It's
good.
at home. USC kind of like Iowa State has had ups and downs, and I don't know. I just really don't see
They're
them
still young,
losing
yeah.
at all. Like I just don't see it.
I hate to say it, but I think Notre Dame might end up 11-1 and just be there at the end in the playoffs.
No, man.
Might be taking a Big 12 spot because they have that close loss to Georgia, and then they have like Michigan left. I think it's at Michigan, but
Come
they
on,
can still
Michigan.
win that.
You could definitely win that.
And
yeah.
then the hardest game is maybe USC. I don't think they have any. They don't have any other like
No.
top 10 caliber teams on that schedule.
No.
So I'm sure they have Stanford, all their navies that they play. But yeah, I think Notre Dame might actually win out, which would just suck because then they might have an argument to get one of those spots, and it just sucks having an independent team in the playoff. They just kind of kill the vibe.
Yeah.
And they'll go in there and get destroyed. So I'm hoping USC can win this game. But yeah, I think Notre Dame covers.
Yeah. It's a pretty easy one, in my opinion.
Dame.
Let's go some Pac-12 after dark. This game is the Pac-12 is kind of cool right now. Arizona
It is.
State, Herm Edwards is kind of like he's sneaky.
He's
Yeah.
lurking, bro.
Yeah, he's
Sneaky dude.
he
that-
makes things happen. What's their record? Like 4-1,
Let's check.
3-2 maybe.
Yeah.
They beat Michigan State at Michigan State, which is a pretty big win.
Yeah.
They were ranked at the time.
Let's see. Arizona State is. Why is this? What the fuck? Hold on. I'm gonna just count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-1. They lost to Colorado.
They're 4-1.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, Arizona State.
Yeah.
Arizona State's making moves.
Don't say
So they host.
beat Michigan State. Very good defense. So
Yeah. They have that almost 5-star quarterback who somehow Arizona State landed this guy out of California.
Daniels.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels, and he's pretty good, and he's only going to get better. He's a freshman, so I think Arizona State's going in the right direction. But then again,
It's a straight shootout.
Mike Leach and that offense, man. You know they're going to get. They already took that loss to UCLA.
Yeah, I was like, I don't. That was a pretty
Utah
embarrassing
also.
way to lose too. I don't.
Is
and
Arizona
putting up
State
that many
capable
points.
of getting in a shootout and winning?
Exactly, which is kind
That's
of weird
my
seeing
fear.
Arizona ranked 18 right now, going up against Wazoo.
Like, I feel good about Arizona
Yeah.
State, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think Washington State's going to win this game. It seems like one of those games where Arizona State has a letdown, and Washington State gets a win.
Is it at Wazoo?
No.
It's at Arizona State.
Arizona State has never put up. Well, this season hasn't put up 40 once, and Wazoo's definitely putting up 40.
Oh yeah, like
So,
every game.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go. You can pretty much take Washington State here, pretty safe.
Yeah, and I would imagine that Arizona State's favored. So if you want to bet on Washington State money line, it
I
might be a
didn't
good
think about
call.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull what Matt did and be different and stick with the favorite Arizona State.
Nice.
They're at home.
Good for you, man.
They're at home. They got Herm Edwards. They're doing really well.
Eno Benjamin too.
Eno Benjamin.
Their defense is pretty salty. So
Yeah. And then Wazoo, like, they lost to UCLA, and that was weird, and I don't know.
yeah, Mike Leach may have lost the team right now recently. He's called them like lazy and fat. So
We did do that, dude.
so I don't know. Like if I was a player, I'd kind of be like, oh man.
I didn't know I was lazy. and
Screw
fat.
you.
Like, I've been grinding for
You're
years.
the lazy
How's
and fat
that?
one.
Yeah. So I don't know
He
if
might
that's
be the
affected his
lazy
locker
fat one.
room. I don't know if they played last week, Washington State, but I don't know if they played since those comments were made about his team. I know they lost to Utah, and that was 2 weeks ago. I don't know what happened this past weekend. They may have been off. But yeah, I could see Washington State just like kind of just
Laying it dead.
having a bad season after like a terrible start. So yeah, I think Washington State wins this game, but yeah, it could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last big, the main event besides the Texas OU is Florida LSU in Death Valley.
Ooh.
Game day chose this game over ours, which I'm fine with. I don't want to go to game day anyways, but like
Yeah, I wouldn't go to game
Come
day
on.
in the Cotton
It's
Bowl.
tiring.
That'd be
Yeah,
way
yeah.
tougher than doing it here, man. In a
Yeah.
parking lot too,
At least
I bet.
well,
It's
no,
not-
it's like right by the
Oh, is it
stadium.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
But dude, Baker Mayfield just continues to fumble.
We're watching the game right now.
Oh my god.
Big.
Odell fumbled. You're done, Matt. You are done.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry.
Got the TV.
I just
on
needed
over there.
Odell to score like 4 points, and then Robbie Gould to score like 2 points. Robbie Gould has 1 point, and now Odell has 4 points, and I'm down 2 points. Jesus Christ! I
It's the
hate
fourth quarter. Yeah.
and I hate. Is it? You sure that was Odell?
Yeah, it's definitely Odell. He ran like, looked
Okay.
like a sweep.
I hate fantasy football.
Is that the money one?
Yeah, it's the
Oh.
big one. It's alright.
Alright.
Anyways, off
Yeah,
topic.
sorry.
Picking LSU.
Yeah. Just skip ahead.
I'm angry now.
LSU.
Oh yeah, LSU. Joe Burrow's gonna
LSU,
light
yeah,
them up.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be.
Heisman
It's
candidate.
gonna be. They're gonna cover.
Finally gonna happen. Florida's finally gonna lose.
Thank
We've been waiting. We've been waiting.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll finally move up. It's a shame that we didn't get into the top 10 for this match.
Let Penn State jump us
Why did that
For
happen?
what? Nothing.
for beating Purdue.
Yeah.
Thomas is beside himself. He's
Yeah.
He's
freaking out
disheveled.
behind the
I'm
camera.
pissed behind the camera.
Yeah,
he's
so-
breaking things and
Man,
screaming.
bro.
You
Yeah.
just can't hear it. Yeah. LSU's gonna win.
LSU. Yeah.
Consensus.
Yeah.
Alright.
Locks.
Let's get these locks in real quick.
Yeah.
Alright, you wanna go first?
Sure.
Go first.
I had a horrible week last week for locks. In fact, we all kind of did, right?
Yeah.
No,
We all-
it was just you, really.
I brought everyone
Three
down.
teams, bro.
Well, no, yeah,
No,
because
it's nice to pick. I like that you do that.
I try
I'm
to
not gonna
pick
do
three,
that.
and it's
I'm
because
not doing
because
anything.
when my first time on the show, I was like, I'm just gonna pick one, and like y'all like picked like 3 or 4, so like I was just trying to catch up to y'all in totals.
Yeah, you picked one the first time.
Yeah, and I didn't even get that one. I was close though, but yeah, I went 0-3 last week, so coming off of a bit of a slide, but maybe I'll turn it around here. I already said Notre Dame USC taking the over for that. They are 12-point Notre Dame, 12-point favorites, so they're going to cover, I think. USC just been all over the place this season, and Notre Dame's been looking really solid, especially after, granted, Bowling Green, but still looked really good. That was actually one of my locks. I didn't think they'd cover. They covered. Took a loss. Penn State, Iowa. Penn State 3-point favorite over Iowa. I think they will definitely cover. Like we said earlier, Penn State, in my opinion, higher scoring team. Iowa's a lot more methodical. Even though it's on the road, I think they'll win by more than 3. So take that. And then last one, Mizzou, 9-point favorites over Ole Miss. Ole Miss just isn't very good, and Mizzou has their ups and downs, but they can put up points. And
They can. Kelly Bryant's good.
They're starting to turn it
know
on.
if Ole Miss
Kelly Bryant is
put
good.
up points. You
Yeah,
know?
Boy.
He's good.
So they're 9-point favorites. I'm taking the effort. But yeah, those are my
Nice.
3 picks.
Low key, I like your picks, but I think Ole Miss is gonna beat Missouri. Upset.
Really?
Upset. Hot take.
Hot
I
take.
don't know what that game's at. but
Pipe it.
Ole Miss winning that game. I don't know. It's just something's telling me. Someone's telling me. Some greater force.
Yeah.
All right.
So maybe listen to him.
I like your picks.
Good.
I got 2. Texas plus 10 against OU. Like, come on. Like, we might lose the game. That's definitely possible. But 10 points.
Not by 10.
Like that's
Why?
pretty much like.
What have we done this season that constitutes being like,
yeah.
you know what? Yeah, like 10. Like I saw it go up to like 11.5.
Yeah, it's going up. Like it's going even
Like
bigger.
why?
Um,
Why? I mean,
yeah,
it's
I
moving
don't
all
know
over
about
the
that.
place.
Yeah,
dude,
I'm not
like,
saying we'll win.
when's the
We're
last
gonna
time
win.
OU like?
Beat us by 10.
I mean, in the Big
I
12
guess the Big
championship,
12
I guess.
game, but-
Sure.
But like the last time in the Cotton Bowl, and like, I saw a tweet and it really kind of. Actually, I'll talk about this in the OU preview. But anyways, Texas plus 10, lock it up. I put like all my betting account on that game. So if it doesn't
He
happen,
put his life savings
Yeah.
on this game.
if that doesn't happen, I'll be
Put his
irate.
mortgage on this game.
And I never bet on Texas, but like I had to do it. So Texas plus 10,
That's fair.
and then the other one, the lesser UT, the UT that can't beat Georgia State, Tennessee plus 7 against Hail State. It's at Tennessee in Knoxville. Tennessee kind of had a moral victory, only losing by 30 to Georgia. I think they're going to use that momentum with a new quarterback. And Hail State's really bad. They got destroyed by Bo Nix and Auburn on the road. I think Tennessee probably wins this game outright. But if not, I don't see them losing by more than a touchdown. So I think Tennessee plus 7 is pretty slam dunk. I like that one a lot.
Solid picks.
Yeah. What about you?
All right. I got 2 as well. Colorado plus 25.5 versus Oregon. They won't win, but Oregon does not beat people.
25.5?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Oregon does not beat people by 3 scores, man. Like that doesn't.
4
happen.
They
scores.
should.
Yeah, 4 scores. Yeah, my bad. It won't. Like that won't happen.
But, yeah.
They should, but it won't. So Colorado, plus they have Lavishka.
Yeah.
So they won't let that happen. And then a pretty safe team I've been betting on this season is Wake Forest. They've been doing a really good job. Favored 6.5 versus Louisville. They'll win by a touchdown, or if not a little more. But yeah, Louisville is a decent team, but they always play from behind. They're always throwing the ball. So and Wake Forest has a very solid offense. So you want to stick with Wake Forest in this one.
I like it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Those are our locks,
And that is the episode.
and that's the episode.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Wait.
please.
First of all, this guy went 0-3 last week in the picks. I went 1-1. He went 1-1. Our
Oh,
total
yeah,
record is 23-14. We're still way
We're
the
still,
positive.
yeah.
We're still way in the
We're
positive.
still killing the
But
game.
we gotta.
We
Yeah, we had
took
a
an
bad
L
week.
last week,
Yeah.
but that's fine.
Everyone makes a little mistake sometimes.
Yeah, we're human.
Yeah, but
Shows that we're not cheating here. We're not robots.
Yeah.
we might be robots, honestly.
Yeah.
But all right,
Thomas is
that's it. Let's
That's
sign
it.
out.
Subscribe. Goodbye.
Yes, subscribe.
You know you.
Longhorn Nation, we're back.